Hello everyone and welcome to episode 5 of the Motogp 17 career. Now today we're off to Sachsenring for the first race, Bruno in the second race, and if possibly, if we get 3 races in, we will be off to Austria, but that might be for the start of episode 6. But for now we're off to Dresden in Germany for the Marc Marquez track, but thankfully we're in Moto 3 so we don't have to face him, but should be a tricky track. I do remember vaguely the AI being quite good in this track, around the corners especially, so it'll be a different race. There's not many heavy braking zones, which I think is my weakness on this game on the Moto 3 bike, so I'll actually might be okay with this one. So let's see, maybe a bit of weather on the cards, but anyway, let's go to Germany. So as we come up to start our flying lap in qualifying, high 26 is the current pole position provisional lap time. I've done one out lap. It is pretty hard, this track, even on a Moto 3 bike, and that is wide. It's not going to be a good start to this lap. I was slightly preoccupied looking at who was coming in and out of the, or coming out of the pits. And we're 0.4 off early. That's not that bad. I thought it'd be worse, to be honest. All about throttle management during this long part here. Second split's coming up. Whoa, 1.2 gone. Touch the curb there. I'm wide. This could be my worst qualifying of the season. Definitely going to be my worst qualifying with my new team. We're wide there. Up onto the curb. It's not been a good lap. Might actually gain a bit of time back there until we touch the bloody curb. That's annoying. Really doesn't turn mid-corner through the penultimate corner, Sachsen curve. Trying to the last corner, massive unders there. Don't have the power to pick it up. It's going to be a pretty average lap at 29.0. Jesus. So we are 2.2 off at a track that's under 90 seconds on a Moto 3 bike. It's clear we don't really have the flow of this track yet. Let's see, can we find something in the race? So at least it is a dry race, is the main thing I can say. 26 is from only a select few, most of the grid into 27s. But even at that, for me, could barely get anywhere near 27. So we're going to struggle with this one, I reckon. This is going to be probably some track that we're not going to gain many points back. But we're going to see what we can do. Races can be a bit different sometimes. Good start as always is imperative. It looks like it has been won. Straight into slipstream of Guevara. Lunge incoming. Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one. Oh, I locked the front. Thankfully, I didn't end up tapping. I think that was a Yapo cornfile too hard, maybe. I'm not too sure. I think who I touched there. Already up to P14, so we gained a nice few positions early. Yeah, you look like they have a weird line through Omega. It'll be interesting to see now that I'm on track with them to see where they're quick and where they're not quick. They really can turn it through there. It was actually Adam Norden, sorry, not Cornfile. Oh, the bastard touched my back wheel. That leaves Rodrigo through. We're going to go to the outside. That curb already has bitten us once this weekend. Similar line to Rodrigo through there. Oh, he comes right back across me, kills my momentum. Up on the inside curb. Trying to get into Marcus Ramirez, slipstream a small bit. Down the waterfall we come. Getting quite a bit of stuttering, which is the first time on this game I have any performance issues. Quite strange. Up the inside of Arbolino. Can we take Ramirez and we're down? First crash of the season. That actually caught me so by surprise. I must have been carrying way too much entry speed, but we're back down to P32. So our first crash of the season. Can we still score points? Probably. There's about 17 riders between me and the points. We have about 7 laps left. I haven't felt comfortable since the first lap at this track, and I think it's quite obvious. Something with curb there again, so Trying to get into some sort of focus now and get a bit of yen going and see can we catch up to the back of the field. So as we end the lap 2, pass on, not sure I can't say his name. I'm going to try to say his name. Atarat Pat, I believe was what it was, somewhat along them lines. But we have caught the back of the field, another mistake, and we're wide again. I'm having such a bad time around. I cannot turn the spike at all. I don't know what it is. But no matter what I do, turning in early doesn't help. I just have really bad understeer, which is something I have not said much on this game, but we're being massively plagued by it here in Sachsenring. Got to run on Bazecki. Up into 5th gear. We're going to have a look down into the penultimate corner. Oh, they all pick up. That leaves a little window for me. Up the inside Norden. Small bit of contact. Quite very much so on the limit. Again, wide to this corner. So 28.6 for me that lap time, not great. But we're nearly back into the mid-20s. But again, cannot get it stopped. That's more positions given away. We're back behind Abadaritis for a moment. Send. Very aggressive. Gonna have to be with DI at this track. They really are too quick for me here. The bike just turns so much better for them. I cannot turn through a lot of these corners and I keep running wide. Track, to be honest, I said I would have done well at it if you asked me before the race, because of the long corners and the not so heavy braking zones. But give me back Le Mans or something like that where I can have a bit more stop start, because I definitely don't feel that good here. Up to P25 as we run on. I have to pick it up going across the curb. This has been a horrific race so far. Good run on Guevara. Fly past him at the top of the waterfall. So we're making good progress back to P24 for now. About halfway through the race. Points probably aren't going to be a thing today. Big sand. On the back of Big Bo Ben Schneider. So P23 as of now, 27.8, fastest lap of the weekend for me. And it shows as we are making some progress. Whoa, the two boys collided. I'm using up so much, my rear tyre is shot. So I'm pushing so hard, I'm spinning it, which is not what you want to be doing on a Moto 3 bike. So I think our race is run really. Oh, look at that from Toba. Kaito Toba just parks it underneath me, picks me up, leaves me nowhere to go. So again, battling for the mid-20s, not what you want to be doing. Thankfully, it is the German, Philip Otel, who's leading. That is Tony Arbolino who's down. Kaito Toba's touched his bike on the way through. Could have been a helicopter crash, that one, really. Leave the brake off up the inside of Toba. Poor run from the few in front. Sasaki in that group. Good run down the waterfall for me. Probably could just about squeeze a top 20 as we're about to start the penultimate lap. Jakob Kornfeld now. Oh, there we go again. Slight bit of contact. We're going to go for the dive up the inside. Tied Bob Bensteiner again into that corner. I just don't like it. It's where we had a little slip off, of course. Good slipstream though. Good slipstream. This Honda has a bit of power, I'll give it that. Puts us up into P19 for now. Oh, big send from all them. And we're down again. Oh, what a miserable race. Unfortunately, that one wasn't really my fault. Got absolutely whacked into the side of. And we're down into P31. So, unfortunate for me, 0 points. A big error today on my own behalf, and then getting taken out to second and ruined my race. Mir comes away with the victory in Sachsenring. Oh, that's a big lot of points I've lost to Mir. Philip Otto, thankfully the German, doing bits for me, taking points off Belega and Cananet. Finati, Di Gianantonio, Mino in the top 7. Nicola Antonelli, quickest man on track. But thankfully for me, not really much I could have done with that one. Let's see what I did to championship. We dropped down to P5. That is terrible. We're now 47 points. We're basically 2 wins behind, kind of at the halfway point. So I was like, wanted to take more points off Mir. I need to win races, and at the moment I'm not winning races, unfortunately. So one more round maybe in this episode, maybe 2 if we're lucky, but definitely going to get Bruno, and hopefully we can come back strong there, because that would be a track I'd usually go well. So as you can see, we have a wet qualifying, and I've already done 2 laps right. I'm 6 seconds off, over 6 seconds off. So what I've tried to do here is just get in behind Aaron Canet, my teammate. But I just have 0 drive, I have 0 grip, cannot enter the corners where I want to. Canet just sets the quickest lap, 2:12.3, makes the gap even bigger. I don't know actually what to do, to be honest, because I just cannot take the corner speed they can. Try my hardest this lap to see can I conjure something. You see already how much he's pulled. But we could be starting this one, ladies and gentlemen, from the back of the grid, which is not what we needed after Sachsenring. Up to the line, it's not going to be anything special. New personal best, but still, pretty much, we're going to be last on this field, I'm afraid, for the rain. So, unfortunately, track is drying up, we're getting even slower. You can barely see them, I'm going to call it here. Pull into the pit, some sort of mechanical. Terrible day for me, another 25 points gone, 0 points in 2 races for me. I think, to be honest, that is championship challenge over. So it is Mir who wins it ahead of John McPhee and Finati. That's 50 points Mir's taken in 2 races for me. Yeah, I'm putting it out there now. Championship is gone. They did 2 minutes 8 in the race. Obviously it does dry up and the grip gets better. I couldn't do that lap time. Not a hope. My fastest didn't even do a fast lap. That is just ridiculous speed. I don't understand how they had that speed or grip. They got more lean angle, the bike would turn. So 2 tracks today that we thought we would go well at, and we have absolutely shit the bed really. Dropped to P6, we're now 72 points, so we're pretty much 3 race wins away from the championship lead. I don't think that's possible to get back, no matter how good we are. Maybe a top 3. That's only about a race win away, maybe. Be pretty good, we get a decent seed in 1 or 2 with that, maybe. But for now, we're going to just go for race wins and just see, can we just risk everything every weekend for race wins? Kind of going to forget about the championship for now. I pretty much am out of it, in my own opinions. So we decided to push on to do 3 races in this episode, because I need some sort of pick-me-up. I can't have 2 DNFs as my results in this episode. We go through a track that's pretty much a power track, and to be honest, I feel like I have a pretty good Honda underneath me, so let's see what we can do. Down into this difficult turn 1. Pretty much nailed that. We've got Lloyd pulls right out in front of me. Up this really powerful hill. It's all about maximising your speed on the straight and getting good braking zones. High 39 is the time to beat at the moment. Oh, front washes out through that a lot. Up through the gears we go again. It goes light as you hit the apex, pick up the throttle early. We're under. Oh, I shouldn't have looked at the times, we're wide now. Drifted around this long left. Can't believe we're under. It feels like in this episode I've forgotten how to ride, to be honest. Come on. Good run out to the line. Next checkpoint coming up now. And we're still under. Into the final corners we come. Don't mess it up now. Good drive out. Should be our first pole of the season up the line. And we have done it by 0.6. So lost a lot of time in that last sector, but maybe I was being a slight bit cautious. But that is pole position number 1, I believe. So for the first time this year, starting a pole, we're usually pretty good off the line. See what we can do when there's no one in front of us. Doesn't look to be as good of a start as can it, maybe. Into turn 1, I have to be brave, but Canet is up me inside. I'm a touch wide. It's Finale through and that lovely kind of gloss paint Honda. Good run on our teammate. We just need to stay in the fight early. I believe we have the pace to win this one. So I'm kind of hoping for now just to stay in the fight nice and early here. Dive on by a few, I get picked up wide. Take the high line. See, can we cut it back? That looks like we can, but Martin is there. 7 laps, it won't be fast, or won't be long going by this race, so it'll be pretty quick. Already Jean-Maire up into the top 3, right where I don't want him. They are pretty aggressive on the brakes. Look how wide I got pushed there. We are going backwards slightly, but I believe we have this race under control for now. It is your typical Moto3 race. Whoa! As I said that, it pulls a massive stoppie into a corner. Yeah, don't pull on a stoppie really. Oh, they take a weird line through there. Move the brakes up the inside of Canet. Try not to hit Finati. Good run through by the Red Bull there, as you can see on the back. Probably should be watching where I'm going. Did lose a bit of time on my qualifying lap through here, so I'd imagine they take a lot more entry speed. Again, a big mistake. Look at Mir already getting to the front. Gonna have to cut these mistakes out if I want to catch him in this race alone. Back to P10, so not a great first lap. Because I thought after such a qualifying masterclass I would have had the pace easily in the race, but it's clear that is not what it is looking like. I pushed up onto the green. No penalty, thankfully. Good run on Antonelli. Gonna use all that slipstream. See, can we get back up the inside of our teammates? They are pretty good on the brakes, but we seem to match them there. Oh, that could have been a crash. Took a big risk to gain so many positions into that corner. We need to be after this man. He is my goal for today. Oh, Finati. And we're out onto the curb. And we lose so many positions, so next lap we need to be a bit tighter on the line through there. Understood. Bit of a send. I'm going to do that weird pickup. I got forced to the inside curb. Did not like that. All the meantime, Jean-Maire up front is escaping. Come on. Come on, Honda. Power. So currently it is a Honda 126. Again, look at that bloody curb. Out to absolutely nowhere. Oh, they just touched the white line. I have to be careful coming back on. Which we did. But we're down again to P10, so we'll have to pull a ridiculous move into turn 1 and up into what is known as turn 3. So we are back to P4. Need some speed here, I really do. Critical, like, don't mess up this final corner again. Looks like this time we made it through. I've so little rear grip. Good drive out, so we managed to hold P4 this time. 39.5 for Mir, 39.6 for me. 5 as well, but I think he was slightly quicker. Good turn 1 for me. Into slipstream Finati. Right, this is what we need, a good drag up the hill. Mir single manoeuvre onto the back of my team, and now Canet. We have the run on him. Be brave on the brakes. That we were. Can we turn up the inside of him? Oh, contact between me and Canet. Again though, we get to this position, we get to P2 by this corner. Mir is just there, but little will we know, we get to this corner, they'll just absolutely send us wide. So I'm going to take a bit of a defensive line this time. Just to stop it on the apex. You can see them going wide. We're really on the inside curb to get better drive around the outside, but we hold P2 for now. The rear tyre really letting go through there. But for now, we've seemingly made the break up under the car. That was awful through there. All over the place in that sector there, playing with my ECU settings. We lose another position to Canet. I don't think the win is on today, really. Oliveira finds his way through as well. I think my lack of rear grip is killing me, to be honest. 39.4, 39.1 or 2 for me, 39.2. So I'm slightly quicker than Mir, but not by enough, it appears. Good run out. Straight to the slipstream. Oh, we tagged the back of him in today. That killed my run. Shite. Now, if we lead in here, though, we should get good gaining on Mir. Oh, just going to touch wide. Nail every gear shift. What's the gap? About a second and a half, maybe. 2.5 laps to go. Can we pull it down? He's beaten us so many times on one-on-one this year. Could be the reason why he's so far ahead of me in the championship too. Good through there. Looks like we're close as we've been all race. Again, just the curb jerks out at the end. You just end up clipping it. Best we've done so far, though. We seem to have dropped my teammate. Don't know if we can make the gap. It is the second and a half now. Again, wide through this bloody corner here. It'll catch us. A good run out of the final corner, it does look like. Up to the line, it's going to be the fastest lap of the race so far to me. I'm into the 38s. They're gaining on me. I'm going to have to be brilliant into turn 1. Get away. Brilliant we were. Is it enough? I don't think so. Even with my power, I can't catch his hand that. Come on. Oh, we're nearly there. Nearly with him. We're almost at slipstream margin now. Come on, we can do it. Take the slight defensive line into the difficult turn 4. Don't get a great exit, but we keep P2. Right, for the rest of the lap, I believe he will be quicker. But we're here anyway. It's all we can do is we touch the curb. It's not what we wanted to do. He's almost there, almost in front of us. Rear tyre is giving up and wants no more of this. Coming on now to the final lap in a couple of corners time. It's a second the gap at the moment. Better this time through here. Better that time. That'll keep us close. Run the bike through the final corner. Good run. Another fastest lap incoming, I believe. Yeah, I think so. 38.8. 1.2, so he did pull away a tiny bit. Oh, I touched the curb! That was a huge moment. Thankfully we're not out of it yet. Should have been, but we're not. Gonna have to try something in here, because I'm gonna have to make up this gap somehow. Oh, we're with him, we're with him. Come on, slipstream, come on. Slipstream and a lunge, slipstream and a lunge, slipstream and a lunge. We're not close enough. It's going to take some move to pull it off from this range. Go to the inside, on the curb again. We're still not close enough to him though. Could we catch him or something in the final few corners? Oh, big slide on entry. Keep it on, keep it upside down. I have no rear grip at all. Come on. Good run through here. Maybe the final corner. Run to the line. Oh. Or not there. Nah, he's done us. Ah, oh, P2. My rear tires let me down. And across the line. That is so disappointing because he's pulled out the gap even more. So he's taken a total of 55 points in 3 races from us. We weren't even the quickest guy in track. Antonelli towards the end of the race there was rapid. It was just that Mir got the lead and we couldn't catch him. We just couldn't catch him. There's a couple of people into the 38s behind him, but it wasn't enough. And that is just killer for the championship. But I go back up a few positions. But 77 points, it is done for now. I'm not putting that back in. He's going to have maybe 2 bad rounds where he completely doesn't score. I could see it happening. He did crash in Le Mans, but it's going to be tough, and I'm going to have to be on the ball and be ready. And for now, doesn't look like we have the pace or the consistency to be ready when he does make that mistake. So next up is Silverstone. That will be in the next episode. We have 7 races left in the season, 77 points. We nearly need to take probably about nearly 10 points off him per race from here on out. So we're going to have to start winning races. That was pretty poor there that we lost so many points, because coming into today's episode, I was just starting to bring the gap down. I was getting to the point where I was kind of thinking, well, maybe, yeah, we could just start to bring this together and just start to kind of feel our way into the championship. And then 2 terrible rounds, massive points lost, and then losing the race. That's a 10-point swing, because if you take 5 points he gained, take that off, and the 5 points I gain, it would have been only 67. And then you go, maybe, but now 77 points is massive. I don't believe we have the pace to beat him over a full season. He is too quick, unfortunately, but we'll give it a go. We'll try our best. But if you did enjoy today's episode, let me know in the comments down below. Like for more, and I shall see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you soon.